Hey everybody, it's that time again. This is Wes and Shelby with Rest in Phame, and today we're at Holy Cross Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. Here you'll find John Candy, Bela Lugosi, Rita Hayworth, and even the Scarecrow and Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Let's take a walk. All right, everyone, our first visit today is Jack Haley.
Jack Haley was the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz, and the funny story about him actually getting the role, it's pretty gnarly. He didn't even audition. He was not a runner-up, not a understudy. He was just under contract with MGM.
That's cool.
And Buddy Ebsen from Beverly Hillbillies, Jed Clampett, was actually the one that was cast in filming. Well, Buddy Ebsen had a reaction to the makeup. The makeup settled in his lungs because it was an aluminum powder. And he was in the hospital in critical condition. And that's when they found Jack Haley. Now, Jack Haley was never even told how bad Buddy Ebsen was. He was just told, oh, he had an allergic reaction to the makeup. It's not a big deal, while Buddy Ebsen was in critical condition in the hospital. So the only reason that it didn't happen again with Jack Haley is because they switched from a powder to a paste. And that is how Jack Haley was able to be the Tin Man that we all know.
And he's resting here with his wife, Florence, and his son, Jack Haley Jr. All right, let's walk to the next grave. Now we're walking into the mausoleum to see one of Jack Haley's co-stars and another amazing actor. Ray Bolger. If you're a Wizard of Oz fan, you know him as the Scarecrow. But before Oz, he was a vaudeville dancer, famous for his loose, rubber-legged style. He was first lined up to play the Tin Man, but asked to switch with Buddy Ebsen, because the Scarecrow fit him perfectly. He passed in 1987 from cancer, and he rests here with his wife of 50 years, Gwendolyn.
And just down the hall from Ray Bolger, another beloved star rests here in the mausoleum, John Candy. John Candy got a start with Second City Toronto before breaking out on SCTV. From there, he made the leap to Hollywood with films like Stripes, Splash, Uncle Buck, and of course, the classic Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
You know what movie I really remember John Candy from? Home Alone. It's not even one of his big roles or anything, but it always stuck with me because he's the only one who actually helps Kevin's mom get home. Everyone else at the airport just brushes her off, and then here comes John Candy, this big-hearted guy, just offering to help, and that's who John Candy was. He wasn't just funny, he was the kind of person who felt like he'd step in when nobody else would.
Tragically, on March 4th, 1994, Candy died of a heart attack in his sleep while filming Wagons East in Mexico. He was only 43 years old.
This mausoleum holds so many Hollywood greats like John Candy and Ray Bolger, but just outside another star waits.
Walk with me. Let's go. We're at the gravesite of the one and only Bela Lugosi. And if you don't know who Bela is, he starred in the 1931 Dracula movie. So he made horror what it is today, pretty much.
Wow.
He's, and he also, I don't know if you knew this, Shelby, he was in the Broadway play in 1927, and then they had him reprise his role in the 31 film, which made him a film icon, pretty much.
I did not know that.
He was born in 1882 in Hungary. He immigrated here in the early 1900s. You know, he started working in Broadway, and that's when he did his Dracula role. And after the Dracula film, he kind of got typecasted. You know, he died in 1956 from a heart attack, unfortunately. And he's buried here in his Dracula cape and outfit. So his iconic Dracula cape and outfit, he's actually buried right here. I don't know if it's the one from the exact film, but you know, it's one of them. So, but it's still a cool fact to know that the king of horror right here is actually buried in what made him famous.
Like head to toe, everything?
Head to toe, everything. He had the ring, he had the cape, you know, he had all of it.
And lastly, we're at the grave of Rita Hayworth.
Known as Hollywood's shimmering jewel, Rita Hayworth became the most recognizable screen goddess of the 1940s. Born Margarita Cancino in Brooklyn, She reinvented herself as Rita Hayworth. Her breakthrough came with Gilda in 1946. With fiery red hair and a dazzling smile, she lit up the classics, captivating audiences and soldiers alike. Her pinup photo became one of the most famous images of World War II.
In the end, her final years were marked by a battle with Alzheimer's disease. She passed away in 1987 at the age of 68, but Rita Hayworth remains forever etched in film history, remembered not just for her beauty, but for her resilience and the unforgettable magic she brought to the screen. Thank you for walking with us today. We're learning and getting better with every step, and your support means everything. We make these to honor the people who moved us and to keep their stories alive. We'll see you on the next visit.